What's going on, guys? D. Anthony here with Evolution Traders. In this video, I want to give you guys a quick little breakdown on one of the trades that I just took here now on the 31st of January. It's currently 9 o'clock in the morning here in California, but this was a little trade that I took on one of the Apex PA accounts. Now again, I've got a few of these funded accounts here. I don't actively trade them each and every single day. I don't take every setup. And the reason being is, first things first is I'm an options player. So the majority of my bread and butter comes from trading stocks and options. Two, I use funded account or evaluation companies, however you like to call them. I use them as an additional source of income. So I've got a couple accounts with Top Step that are funded, got a couple of accounts with Apex that are funded. And then I've always got some working evaluations, combines that are always in rotation, right? Because again, when it comes down to the funded trading world, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You definitely can't rely on just getting that one account and that's going to save your life. You need to have multiple accounts and you need to have multiple evaluations that are going on at one time so you can kind of spread your risk. Sometimes, there's not too many setups in the market, but as human beings, we're just very, very eager to trade. And if you've only got one account, it could lead you down a slippery slope where you're just taking trades for the sole purpose of taking trades. At least if you have multiple accounts and you've got some evaluations going, you can kind of scratch that itch, I guess you could say, by trading some of the other accounts and minimizing that risk. So again, this morning in Evolution Traders, I was kind of looking at a few levels. So some of the levels that we were looking at, again, I wish I would have caught the early short position, but at this point in time, I was trading options and I was playing NVIDIA to the downside, ended up taking a nice little trade on NVIDIA that can kind of, solidify my day. But the levels that I was looking at was going to be overnight session lows, overnight session highs. And then I was also looking at that opening range. So that opening range is going to be that first hour of the day. So for me here in California, it's between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. Now, obviously the market's going to open at 6:30 in the morning here in California. So between 6:30 and 7 a.m., that opening 30-minute range is the range that I like to play. Again, you can see we kind of put in a low. We confirmed that low. We also had an active 20 SMA play here that's set up for a very good little trade. Now, I know a lot of people in Evolution Traders caught this move, so congratulations to you guys. I've seen some of those P&Ls that got posted today. Congratulations to Burks. You passed another evaluation account with Top Step today, so always very exciting to hear that. Again, today is FOMC, so price action is going to be a little bit wacky. Price action could be a little bit slower. It can definitely be a little bit more choppy. Just understand that. So let's get into the trade that I actually took today. Obviously, as I just stated, I didn't catch anything off the open, so I missed a big flush. I'm looking at the bottom here, so this new low, right? If I was to put a little bit of a price level line down here, just kind of mark out the day's demand. So if I notice 17,280s, we touched it once, we consolidated, we touched it twice, and now we have a little bit of bounce. To me, this is telling me that as of now, this is going to be the bottom floor. Now, if I look at some of these other moving averages and some of these other supply zones, I've got the purple line here, which is the 20 SMA. I've got our declining 200-day moving average, and then I've got our linear regression channel line. So what I'm looking at and how I'm analyzing this price action is if we put in a new low, okay, the day put in a low, it took out the opening range low, it took out after hours, it took out overnight session lows. It took those levels out, provided a fantastic opportunity short, and now has put in a floor. Coming off that floor, I noticed there's a gap to be filled between here and the 20-period moving average, and from the 20-period moving average up to the linear regression and the 200. So in this time, as we're starting to consolidate, I'm noticing 20 SMA plays setting up here. This is the first time it's getting back over the 20 SMA since the open. We come back down and back test it. We close back above the 20 SMA. And this is the actual play that I took. And why I like this little play here is the range on it was not that big. It was only 17 points. I do like the hammer candle. I like that we're coming off of a new floor. Okay, so I like this. Could this be a little bit of a lower high and then come down and make a new low? Absolutely. But my risk is defined. If we look at the 825 candle, my risk is going to be defined at around 17, 18 points. All I need to do essentially is put a stop loss. If we do break and close below my entry candle, the reason why, excuse me, not entry candle, the reason why candle. So if this is my reason why candle at 825, I want you guys to pull it up on your charts. I'm in California, so everything's going to be West Coast time. So 825 is my reason why candle. We close over the 20 SMA. I have a very defined risk underneath that reason why candle. So if we breach it and we close below it, I'm going to get out of the trade. I went ahead and I threw a few micro contracts on the table, 3 contracts, and then as soon as a following candle confirms the reason why's high price, I'm going to get in. So I get into the trade at 8:30. Okay, immediately after getting into the trade, what does it do? It pulls back. Immediately I go into red. I go into drawdown. Again, this is one thing that a lot of traders need to get comfortable with, is sitting through drawdown. Now, one key takeaway is it's very hard to sit through drawdown when you're oversized, okay? When you're playing way too many contracts. When you're playing 2, 3 micro contracts and this is fluttering around down $30, down $50, down $60, it's easy to stomach. Okay. Now, if you're playing 3 or 4 mini contracts and you're down 400, you're down 600, you're down 300, that's a lot harder pill to swallow, and it's more emotionally draining to sit there through that type of drawdown. So again, size down, allow yourself that wiggle room, allow yourself an opportunity to stay in the game, and let price action develop. So as we pull back, I go into drawdown. We're kind of holding this 20 SMA here. We're still above my reason why candle. We pop back up a little bit, we drop back down again, and then we kind of put in this high. And it was almost at this point in time I thought about taking profits here, because I was up about $65 on 3 contracts on this wick here at 8:45 in the morning. And I noticed that we were having some trouble at the previous swing high. Okay, so this previous swing high at 820, we were having a little bit of trouble. We got rejected. I just wasn't quick enough with the trigger to kind of take that $60. Pulled all the way back down yet again. So there's a second time that I'm in drawdown. Again, get comfortable with drawdown, get comfortable with watching these P&Ls fluctuate on you. Get comfortable staying patient. So I stay patient. We come down to my reason why low wick. Again, we never close below my reason why candle. I'm looking for a close candle, guys. I'm not looking for it to just wick down there and snap back up. I need it to close. Now, if I'm going to risk 17 points and let's say this breaks my reason why candle, maybe I lose 20 points, 25 points. That's okay. I'm sized fine enough to withstand a little bit more heat. As it comes down for the second time, then we start to get the push higher, and it starts to go higher, and it starts to go higher. And as soon as we take out the previous swing high, the one that we had trouble with before, I sell on the new break. I sell into new strength, okay? So anytime you guys get into a particular play and you're looking at a previous area of resistance, you want to sell into strength. As you're breaking out of a previous swing high or a previous swing low, you want to sell for profits into strength, guys, into strength. So I just quickly take my $80 and I call it a day. Again, this will probably be the only trade that I take in this one particular PA account today. I'm not really trying to push it. Just, like I say, I use these funded accounts as supplemental income. So, if you can make $50 here, you make $100 here, those $200, $300, $400 days will just naturally and organically come. What I like to do is just let the days compound and just let time pass and, take the payouts as they come, right? If I'm sitting here and I'm trying to make $500 a day and I'm trying to make, $1,000 a day, the odds of that happening, they're slim. It might happen once. You get overconfident. You think that it can happen again or every day, and then you just dig yourself in a deeper hole when you do go into drawdown. Relax. Take your $50, take your $100, stay playing the game, okay? Stay playing the game. We don't want to shoot ourselves in the foot because we're trying to make too much money too fast. The money will compound. You'll be very, very surprised what you can pull out of these prop firms after 30 days, after 60 days, by just letting the small days in the winning trades kind of just compound over time. Again, this is a very, very small funded account. It's only a $25,000 funded account. So my drawdown, my maximum pain for the day is going to be between $100 and $200, depending on how the price action in a day is going. And again, my take profit is going to be anywhere between $50 and $100 to $150 a day. You know, if I hit those three numbers, I hit one of those numbers, you know, on the green side or the red side, I'm probably going to, you know, call it a day and just let the days compound. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you guys would like help understanding how to pass these prop firm evaluations and take it at a much more realistic approach, you guys maybe need a little help with your trading, I'm definitely available for coaching and mentorship inside of Evolution Traders. You guys can also trade with the rest of the guys. We've got a lot of people getting funded right now. A lot of people are making some really, really good moves here and getting comfortable with the price action and staying more patient. So if you would like to join, I'll see all of you guys on the inside. That link is down in the description box below, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.